with this week's virtual assembly. I'm super excited to celebrate all of the great work us at Russell Lee Elementary have been up to. This week we have teacher nominations. I know many of us have been excited about getting started with student nominations. Stay tuned. I am working with some very special helpers in 5th grade to get that going. But let's hear from our amazing staff. So first up from our kindergarten team, Ms. Gonzalez is nominating Tiffany for being responsible. Excellent job, Tiffany. Next up, Mrs. Manning has nominated Liam Tracy for being very reflective. Awesome job, Liam. Next up is Miss Stanfield. She has nominated 2 Roadrunner role models this time. The first is Irtika and the second is Quinn for being very responsible. Excellent job, kindergarten. Next up, Mrs. Abrego is nominating this week Grant Y for being responsible. Next up for Miss Boris is Lorelei J for being ready to learn. Miss Diaz has nominated Knox for being responsible. And finally, in 1st grade, Mrs. Thomas has nominated Avi for being responsible. So we have kinder, we have 1st, so we move down the hall and outside to 2nd grade. So coming from Mrs. Clinchard, she also has nominated 2 Roadrunners this week. The first is Fionn and the second is Lucas F in 2nd grade for being responsible. Thank you both. Next up, Mrs. Jenkins has nominated Teddy H for being very reflective these last 2 weeks. Awesome job, Teddy. And finally, in Miss Salaji's class, she has nominated Archer for being very reflective. Alrighty, now we're going to climb the stairs up to 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. From Mrs. Campbell, she is nominating Lizzie G for being responsible. Awesome job, Lizzie. Next, we have Miss Hickey, who has nominated Charlotte R for being responsible. Next up, we have Miss Cox in 4th grade, who nominated Marion for also being very responsible. Miss Jones is nominating Maria from her class for always being so ready to learn. And finally, Mrs. Rowling has nominated Griffin for also being ready to learn. Awesome job, you all. Moving on to our 5th grade teachers and who they are shouting out this week. First up from Miss Insel, she is nominated Elaine M for being a very responsible student. Awesome job, Elaine. Next, Miss Joshi has nominated Grace T for quickly getting to work and being very responsible. And then Mrs. Sands has nominated Alexi B for being ready to learn. Awesome job, Alexi. Out in 6th grade, the amazing Miss Brown has also nominated a student this week. This time it is Jada S for being super responsible. So we're gonna move on down. We have some more Roadrunners who have gotten role models this week. Next up from Mrs. Gilbert, our counselor, she has nominated Chris R in Mrs. Stanfield's class in kindergarten for being ready to learn. Mrs. Hull, one of our amazing front office staff, has nominated Rocky R in kinder for being super responsible. Miss Foz, our amazing dyslexia interventionist, has nominated Sadie M in 3rd grade in Mrs. Campbell's class for always being ready to learn. We also have some from Mrs. Peterson, one of our teachers. She has nominated Pearl P in 2nd grade in Mrs. Clinchard's class for always being ready to learn. Mr. Robinson has nominated Bryce Clinchard in 4th grade for being ready to learn. And rounding it out, we have Miss Paula, who has nominated Max R in 6th grade for also being ready to learn. Miss Aleo's voices are saying a lot of the same words over and over, but they're all great and exciting ways to celebrate. Finally, I have one final Roadrunner role model. This one is coming from Mrs. Price. Mrs. Price is one of our amazing guest teacher substitutes that all of us Roadrunners have had in our classes or in special areas. And she noticed a special Roadrunner, Carter A, in 2nd grade in Mrs. Jenkins' class for being super ready to learn during one of the days she subbed this last week. So that's all I have for you all now. We are getting closer. We are getting colder. I'm wearing a sweater today. The year is moving along quickly. I am super proud of all of you. Please remember that when we're being reflective, responsible, ready to learn, we're not only helping ourselves, but helping everybody in our school community. We want this to be a place for everybody to feel good. So I hope you do something to make someone else feel welcome today. Have a great day, Roadrunners.